Hi there, welcome back to my shed. Thanks for popping by. I'm quite excited about today's fix. It is this. It's a Sega Saturn. I've had this since April. It's now almost the end of June. But there were some bits and pieces I need to get for it before I could even attempt to repair. That is a display cable. All it came with was the power cable and the unit itself. I had to get a controller. It doesn't power on, but also this switch is faulty. It doesn't stay pressed, so I had to get a new switch. I also had to get a game. Okay, so the listing says that it is spares or repairs, doesn't power up, and that's all it says. So obviously this is faulty, but with it plugged in and switched on, you would expect the power light to come on, and it doesn't. So that should be enough to test it. So the first thing to do is get it open and put the new switch on. So the new switch I had to get from AliExpress. It's far from new and it's in terrible condition, and it's not going to match these, but hopefully this will pop off and I can put it with the proper colour. But this one does work. You can feel it click on and off. So before I change it, I'll test it. I'll just take the trusty old multimeter, stick it into continuity mode, so I'll get a beep. There we go. So that's off, on, beeps, off. So the switch is working, which is good after waiting 6 weeks for it to be delivered. It's a bit mashed out of shape, but so the Sega Saturn was one of the very few consoles that I actually owned. I was never really into gaming. I had an Amstrad CPC 464, which I've actually got in my loft, but needs restoring, which I'll probably do for the channel one day. Yeah, so anyway, I got one of these in around 1996. That was a year after it had been released. I bought that one second hand from a second hand shop when they used to be around. Well, they're all CEX now. First glance it looks quite clean. That's nice. Oh, that was not connected. I can reconnect that. I've got to change the switch anyway. But yeah, I might as well give it a quick test. It might just work, mightn't it? Obviously this is the power board here, so I will not go anywhere near that with anything metal or touching anything metal. Well, that seems to work. I'll change the switch out anyway, because it needs replacing, so let's unplug it first. I have got to remove the power supply. I just have to be very careful not to touch anything. Now, there are loads of videos about repairing Saturns already, but I haven't watched them. So, so don't copy what I'm doing here. I have not took a tutorial. I like to, you know, see if I can work out how things work first before I look at tutorials. There we go. So what I'm doing right now will definitely not be the safest way of doing something. There we go. Okay, so that's now cleaned up, swapped over, so it's the new switch with the original switch chassis and the original switch button. I'll now refeed this back up through here. Before I put it completely back together, I'm just going to give the lens a very gentle clean. This is an alcohol wipe. I mean, it does look very clean here anyway. And it's spotless. So I've got an old game from back in the day. Now the reason it took me so long to get round to fixing this, I mean I have had it since April, is because it only came with a power lead. So I've had to buy a game, had to buy the switch, and had to buy a real bad controller. This is off AliExpress as well, so it feels horrible. So we'll see if that works or not. And I've also had to get a display cable. Now, because I'm on flat screen TVs now, isn't everybody? I thought I'd try a video converter. Again from AliExpress, and I don't know if this is going to work or not. But it comes with USB power supply, mini USB, and it is Sega Saturn to HDMI. So it plugs into the back and then into the HDMI cable. So I'll make these connections and then we'll try the game. Okay, here we go. So we've got a jointed camera angle here because I've had to move everything over this way, but my camera is fixed, so I've had to tilt it. Shaky cam is pointing at a blank screen right now, and I have plugged in the SS to HDMI converter there. This really awful controller is plugged in. So if I now take the mini USB, pop it in here, which is set to 720p. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a little switch there for 720p or 1080, and I believe this telly is 720. Let's pop the power in. Okay, so it's receiving a signal from it at 720p. So what? And the no signals changed as well. That's coming from the box, not from the telly. I wonder if I just switch it to 1080. No signal. Okay, so the telly is 1080. Let's put in this copy of Sega Rally Championship. This was one of my favourite games when I owned the console back in the day. I really regret selling that console. I think I went to a car boot sale and sold it for £8, and that was with maybe 10 games, a steering wheel. There was Daytona USA. What was his name? Judge. It wasn't Judge. Duke Nukem. Yeah, I had that. Anyway, yeah, £8. £8. I'm now going to switch it on. Nothing's happened. Why has nothing happened? I haven't plugged the power in. There's a power lead. Okay, take two. I'm now going to switch it on. Power. Look at the screen. And there it is. That doesn't look brilliant. Let's try this janky controller. That works as well. Set the clock, 1994. Of course, the date today is the 27th of June, which is the day I should have been watching Adamant. But he's had to cancel it because of COVID. I hope it gets better soon. I really was looking forward to watching that today. And that's why I got into the shed. Because I haven't got to travel to Leicester. Look at me, whizzing through the years 2022. Exit. Let's get some volume. It should be reading a disc now, which it is. And there it is. It looks incredible. I mean, it looks terrible compared to today's games, but memories. Better go with automatic. Oh no! Oh, there we go. Can't see the road. Whoops. Whoa. I must say the controller's not that bad. It does feel terribly light, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. The top 3 buttons all do the same thing. That's brake, that's accelerate, and that's also brake. Still don't know what it says. Very long, easy right, maybe. Maybe? Maybe not. So there it is, a real nice simple fix. Okay, that took me the best part of 2 months to get the parts together to fix it, but in the end it was a broken switch which was nice and easy just to take out and replace. The only thing that to be careful with was the power supply. Other than that, I've now got my, I can't say my childhood, I've now got my young adulthood back, so I can get a few more games and play back. And I'll have to invite my brother round now and we can have a little race off, which is what we used to do back in the day. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did, and I'm going to enjoy it for a long time after this. But please, if you did like it, please give us a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, let me know why. I'd love to know. So we'll call it at that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in my shed. Cheers now, bye bye.